NoVA Football Podcast.
All right, we are live. All Hitches, NoVA's #1 football podcast. Quick little ad. The last ad of the 2025 football season.
Unless anybody out there is interested in sponsoring the offseason stuff, we're
wide open for the offseason. Wide open. So the best QB training and development in Northern Virginia, Fairfax Football Academy. Follow them on Instagram at Fairfax Football Academy. Tell them Dash and Dan sent you. And it's a great time of year to start that off-season training come January.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Never too soon start that off-season training. Well, buddy, how about the weather today? Imagine if we would have had that weather during those games yesterday.
Yeah, no, it's cold out there. And as a matter of fact, the old Mrs. Coach's Mesa made a loaded baked potato soup today.
It's soup weather.
It was really good too. It was really good. Yeah.
You still have some? You might be eating that today when watching the football game.
Yeah, she made it this morning. And yeah, it's currently sitting on the stove right now on the low heat.
Wow.
Staying nice and warm. Yeah, it was really good. It definitely is soup weather, isn't it?
It's total soup weather. Now I got French toast my wife made. I got a sleepover downstairs of 14-year-olds. There's French toast waiting for me and some bacon. So I'm gonna have some brunch as soon as the show's over.
Is there anything better than bacon?
I'm a big French toast guy, but no, bacon's fantastic.
So as a matter of fact, so my wife had to make bacon to put into the soup, and so she made the whole package. She's like, I don't need all of it. I just burned through that bacon. So I don't know. Once you have one, right, you got to have like 3 others.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, and versatile.
It is versatile.
I mean, you can make a BLT for lunch.
Yeah.
I love a good BLT, buddy.
There's a place in California that would always put bacon in their hamburger meat, and so whenever you had the hamburger, you had the bacon bits inside of it.
Bacon cheeseburger. You can do bacon in your salad. It's like who was that? Bubba? Was that Bubba from Forrest Gump?
Well, shrimp.
Talking about the shrimp, but you could do that with bacon.
You could do it with bacon.
Right.
It's the salty, right? It's the salty, and it always goes with sweet. The thing I like to eat bacon with, I always have it. It's nice to have a Coke when you to have this sweet and salty mix up. So good.
Any kind of food. Like I'm not a big soda guy, but I will drink soda if I'm eating like pizza.
Oh, okay.
Right, or a burger.
Yeah.
You know, those mini cans, the really thin mini cans.
Oh yeah.
Like I do like a half of those. I'm not a huge soda guy, but yeah, just enough to kind of, I need the bubbly.
Either
right, the carbonation.
They go carbonation. Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of, of drinking this time of season, I mean, you talk about the All Hitches store is up and running, buddy, for merch. Is there a better stocking stuffer this holiday season than maybe a nice mug or a hat?
I don't think so. I think it might be it might make it make you win Christmas, right? Someone opens up and they get All Hitches hat, All Hitches mug.
I mean, there's no better way to display your fanhood of Northern Virginia football than to sport that shirt or that hat or that mug. There just isn't. There's just no other way.
Sure, you remember the community, right? Sure, you remember the community.
Right. And much better than a 1-year membership to the Jelly of the Month Club.
I don't know. That is a gift that keeps on giving all year round.
Indeed it is, Edward. Indeed it is. Well, speaking of the gifts that keep on giving every year, the playoffs and state title. And we had a game yesterday, buddy. I know didn't live up to what a lot of people hoped.
Wow.
Thank God we had the state semis, though. The state semis lived up to a lot of the hype.
Yeah.
But and we said this yesterday. You're not going to be your best every day, and I don't think we saw North Stafford at their very best.
No. Well, one they're missing the running back safety, right? A huge part of their offense was
right. Kanah Sullivan.
Yeah.
And but still, it was a good North Stafford team, and we're about to get into the highlights here of that game. Oscar Smith, North Stafford, going at it, mano a mano at JMU. What do you got for us?
So we have some highlights. We're not on the Federation. So let me
shout out to RPO.
Shout out to RPO for putting on there. So we'll kind of share these really quick.
On Twitter all throughout the
yeah.
It's on. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I believe this is the second touchdown of the game, and this really kind of showed. We talked yesterday about during the game how they came out throwing the ball a ton versus Madison. That was not the case, and here they are again, right? Another big run into the end zone. And they just kind of had their way up front. I mean, we have a few highlights, not a ton of them. But I mean, I believe this is one of the passing touchdowns. Now they had it third and long. This is Johnson in here, does a somersault into the end zone, and this. I mean, we could probably show all try to show all the touchdowns, but it was not close. It was not close. Oscar Smith ends up winning 44-0. Was that it? Am I wrong with that? But the final 44-0. Yeah, I mean, just dominated all the way around, right?
It was a dominating performance.
Yeah,
I mean they're the kings of the hill right now.
Which also is not surprising. Everyone pretty much came in and said Oscar Smith is going to dominate everywhere they have. They have power, not just guys who are going to play college football next year, not D2 guys, not even they have some group of 4 guys, but power 4 guys. They have power 4 guys over that football field,
right? And
I don't think anybody's surprised, that. And another thing with this playoffs also is that the huge upset that happened in Region B, right? Everyone thought it was going to be Colonial Forge and Oscar Smith, and everyone was kind of waiting for that matchup. Everyone thought that was going to be in, but then Woodbridge upsets Colonial Forge. They play a North Stafford team who beat them before, and so it was definitely not the matchup everybody thought that we were going to get.
I mean, Lonnie Andrews at quarterback didn't even have to have his best game. That was last week, right?
Yeah.
The Madison game. This week it was ground and pound.
Yeah.
And they did what they didn't do last week. Last week it was air attack.
Well, and also last week they couldn't get the ground game going.
They couldn't get the ground game
when they were unable to get that ground game going.
And they got it early and often. Now they did have a back who was healthy in this game, but I don't think it would have mattered. Like someone brought up in one of the forums, it wasn't the running backs that were the issue against Madison. Just Oscar couldn't get the running game going last week.
Right.
I mean, they were getting hit right away.
Yeah.
Whereas this week, I mean, it was like 4, 5, 6 yards before the first North Stafford guy would even touch him.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, and and Carl talked about the fact that they just don't have a lot of kids there, right? They have 30, not less than 40 kids on the team, right. And they're going against arguably, one of the top teams in all the state, regardless of class, right? So, congratulations over to North Stafford on a fantastic season, but also congratulations to Oscar Smith. Oscar Smith has repeated and now are looking for a three-peat, and that's the good old dynasty, right? Has a chance to establish as a dynasty. I mean, last 3-time winner was Westfield, right? Probably.
Yeah, the last 3 times. So Freedom won it twice, and then and Stafford, win it 3 times this time. I think Westfield won it 3 times.
Yeah.
Before that, look, I'm going to say this. Give me 1 second here. This is when you get a live show, you get a little bit of a.
Yeah.
Yeah, little. I'm actually okay. So just a little bit of noise when you got teenagers running around.
Yeah.
But North Stafford was a good team, and you and I said this, that styles make fights, and you emphasized that last week, and you were spot on. This wasn't about North Stafford not having the guys to compete in this game. They had the guys. That style of brand of football that they play, though, unlike Madison,
right.
It didn't fit well for this matchup.
No.
They tried to go in there. You could see it in some of the formations that they ran, some of the power that they ran, a lot of.
Yeah.
They saw the game plan. They tried to run some of that against them, but that's not what they do.
Yeah.
They could do that, but they also were a big play team with Antoine Barnes, right?
Yeah.
And the quarterback, I think Chase Sullivan, who's got a big arm.
Yeah.
It was also a windy day.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't do the things that they would want to do normally against an opponent in this game because Oscar Smith can kind of take that away from you.
Yeah.
And that's just the matchup wasn't there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, doesn't mean you still had 2 good heavyweight fighters, but like you said, style make fights, and this just wasn't the fight.
I mean, there's lots of comps, right? I mean, you see in March Madness all the time, right? Like Princeton, right? Princeton runs that really slow offense. that's able to play with teams that are better. They don't try to go up and down.
Right.
And a lot of times they're either upset or keep a game close. And I think the same thing, right? I think the brand of football that North Stafford plays is very similar to what they play down the beach area. So you see that all the time.
Yep.
And so there's not a huge adjustment in that. And I think that, if you ask Oscar Smith, they would rather play that type of game, right?
Yes.
It's very similar to teams that run a wing T, right? If you don't see the wing team a lot, even if they have less talent, they become a huge problem. Robinson and Fairfax, when Rojas was there. Now, Fairfax would pull away towards the end in the second half, but early on, it gave them huge problems because of what they had to see from them offensively because of what Voss and Robinson was doing. I think the same thing as well. And North Stafford's a good football team. They have good playmakers, but Oscar Smith sees that all the time.
Yep.
They see it during practice.
Yep.
They see it during practice. They see it all the time. So it's not easy. It's not anything that they've got to adjust to, as opposed to a team like Madison. It kind of runs a ground and pound kind of offense.
Now let's get to a conversation that kind of stems off of this. That you and I have had a lot, and we've talked to some coaches about that, and we've seen in some of the forums people talking the doom and gloom, right? The demise of NoVA football. Coach May says, "This is NoVA football. It's almost, remember the old Batman '60s show?
Yeah,
they'd have that guy's voice, and NoVA football would be tied up on the railroad tracks, and then the guy's voice would come on and say, 'Is this the end for NoVA football? Can NoVA football ever come back from this?'"
That's a good.
Tune in next season to see if NoVA football can survive. There's always an ebb and flow. Right. Were the doom and gloomers out there saying, can the South ever come back from this when Freedom won their back-to-back titles? Were the doom and gloomers coming saying this when Westfield won back-to-back just in the 2015 times?
Right.
So they're always ebb and flow. Right now, kudos to the South. They got it. But that doesn't mean a year from now, 3 years from now, that you see a NoVA team come up with a couple titles. That's just the way it always goes.
Well, we talk about the last 10 years, right? Last 10 years, Westfield has 3, Manchester has 1, South County has 1, then it's Oscar Smith, Freedom, then Oscar Smith again. So I mean, you can say what you want about Northern Virginia football is dead. In reality, it's one team coming out of there. It's one. It's just them.
Yeah.
It's just them. It's not these other teams. Now I know they'll say, well, Highland Springs beat Braddock in that the one where they kind of did what they did here, right? They kind of split the A versus B and B versus C. But it's just one right now. It's just one team, and actually, if you look at the last winners, other than Manchester, and then Ocean Lakes, but it's. Yeah, I think that we are way overstating things. I don't know if we can exactly say, oh, Northern Virginia football is dead, which I don't.
That's a good point. You bring up a good point because Oscar Smith did, because someone else we were talking and people were like, well, Madison is the only one that could give Oscar Smith the battle. Okay, well, we just saw Oscar Smith do this to all those teams down there.
Right, 1,000%.
They beat those teams really good too.
Now, if that was the case, the only way to prove that is to have a true 1 through 16, 1 through 32 tournament, and then match everybody up accordingly and not play through regions, right? And then you can see, okay, is that actually true, or is it just them? Right. Is it just them?
Another thing we could do, like you've been saying, look at that, the cheering. I get cheering here when I make a comment. It's like a laugh track. No, but one thing you could do, to your point, is do this invitational week 1 of the regular season. A team like Westfield plays a team like Huguenot.
Yeah.
A team like Madison plays a team like Oscar Smith, maybe. Matchups like that.
Yeah.
To start the season off, where like we said earlier, some of these teams that are their conference is more driven by conference record.
Yeah.
And not some random loss to an out of conference team in week 1 is going to impact them anyways.
Yeah.
And teams that are vying for have state title hopes. We'd love to see those kind of matchups early in the season. It'd be great.
Yeah, no, I agree. It'd be awesome to see. It'd be awesome to, and then you get a true barometer. Is it really that Northern Virginia football is bad, or is it just there's a team down there that nobody right now up here can beat,
and no one down there can beat them either?
No one down there can beat them either, right?
Right. You nailed it. That's spot on.
Yeah.
You're comparing about a team right now that's really good, and right now that no one on either side is able to get close to. And it's 6A. I know people could say, well, Maury would beat him, whatever. But right now, and I don't know if they might merge 5 and 6. We'll talk about that when that happens. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But right now, we're just talking about the realistic matchups that Florida State.
Well, and I do think the other point though that people are making is it wasn't just this game though, right? The other games were blowouts as well, right? Was it Verina blew out Loudoun County? Is that right?
Oh, right, Loudoun County. Yeah.
Loudoun County, and what was the other one that was a blowout?
Kettle Run. That was close. That game was actually relatively.
Oh, Kettle Run and Lake Taylor, right?
It was close.
That game was close, and then.
And where were the people talking when Liberty Christian got beat by Kettle Run?
Right. I mean,
and Liberty Christian on a lot of those power rankings, people had them like a top 5 team in the entire state of Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh, but people were quiet when that happened.
Yeah.
It's silly. And where were the people saying this? I didn't see the demise of NoVA football when Madison should have and almost beat Oscar Smith.
Well, and so actually look at this right now.
What are those people saying?
Oscar Smith in the last 10 years has made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're dominating everybody down there.
Right.
So is it that Northern Virginia is getting beat, is falling behind, or is there a team down there that's really good? And then
people saying it. When Oscar Smith beat Freedom?
No, they never beat Freedom. In fact, Freedom took them to the woodshed. I mean, Freedom beat them up pretty bad.
I thought Freedom. I thought the one they lost that one.
Let's see. No, Freedom lost to Manchester. That was the game.
Man. Well, my point still stands.
Yeah.
Where were some of the people? Because there are some people that are local that are saying this stuff. Yeah. When Freedom, and that was a good Manchester team.
Yeah.
I'll take anything away from them, but when they beat Freedom, were people going, look at that, Freedom can't beat Manchester. NoVA football sucks.
Yeah.
No, they weren't saying that. It's a good team. Sometimes it's a really good team. Lonnie Andrews, Travis Johnson, those guys are studs.
Now I'll play devil's advocate on this as well, where I think a lot of the Northern Virginia people will say their thing is they will counter and say that the boundaries down there are very different than the boundaries up here.
And the rules.
The rules are very different is the other argument that you'll get from people down here. They'll say it's a lot easier for kids who do not attend in the Oscar Smith area to go to Oscar Smith than it is up here.
Which we addressed on the live show yesterday with some of the vocational rules that you can transfer and stuff. So that's true.
So is it that, right? Is it their ability to get the best talent in the area a lot easier there than it is up here?
Especially now in with the way they're enforcing some of these new rules.
Because the flip side, they'll say, well, look at the really good teams in Prince William. They're really good because it's easier to move schools in Prince William than it is in here. That would be the argument. That's the argument that they're going to make. I'm not going to say whether I agree with that or not. I'm just saying.
We're not saying it. Other people are saying it.
Other people are saying it. But do you know what I mean? That's the other thing is they'll say, okay, if it was open districts, so Madison being the king right now, right? So I don't think I'm being facetious in that. Madison being the king. If it was open and you could go wherever they want to, and let's just say for argument's sake that it was that way, and then Malachi Lee did not go to Westfield. Malachi went to Madison, and who else? Shields did not go to Centerville. He went to Madison. Right. And Brady Owens did not go to. Well, I guess that'd be a little harder. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, right? All of a sudden, you added some, Power 5-ish, Power 4-ish type kids,
or Ty Jackson goes to Madison, right? They get Ty Jackson, they get Brady Owens, they get Malachi Lee, they get. I'm trying to think who else is a big.
You make a super team,
a big time recruit, right?
Right.
Who all live close to there, right? They get why am I losing the name right now? The quarterback at Lang.
I mean, I get your point though.
So you just give Madison those 5 kids.
Right.
If they have those 5 kids, they beat Oscar Smith.
Right. Because I think one of the reports were, and again, I'm not saying true or not, I'm just saying that, some schools in Prince William might have had as many as 12 transfers.
Yeah.
We know that obviously the teams at the beach, because of the vocational rules, they haven't, and these are legal. They're legal.
No, 100%. Right. They're playing within the rules that they're
right. I'm not saying they're breaking any rules.
We're
not saying any of these guys are breaking rules. But they're getting these these transfers in somehow. Whereas the further north you go, it's a little bit harder to do that.
Yeah.
You got to like sell your home, sell your dog, and sell your car,
Right.
to make it a legal transfer.
Right.
So
bona fide.
Bona fide being the correct word.
Yeah.
Sell your dog to make it bona fide. Look, I mean, so you're right. It'd be it's not even apples to apples. People want to get down into the conversation, people don't want to get into that conversation. They want to have it surface, but they don't want to dig really deep into it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, which brings us back to the original point. Everything ebbs and flows.
Yes.
Everything ebbs and flows. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And again, you want to look at it. Madison is your. Madison could have and should have beat Oscar Smith. There are many people who were saying that it could have easily. As a matter of fact, the Oscar Smith coach was interviewed. I saw a quote with him.
Yeah.
And I don't have it offhand, but essentially he said Madison took them to the brink.
Yeah.
Took them to the brink.
Right.
And he said they learned a lot from that game.
Yeah. I talked about that, right? That was their wake-up call. They were like, okay, we can be beat. We can be beat. We were 11 yards away from being beat.
Right. Yeah. So there's our take on the sort of the state of NoVA. Nothing to fear, but fear itself, as the one Franklin Delano Roosevelt once said.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the other guy. I thought it was him.
Maybe
it was Franklin Delano Romanowski.
It was Kennedy.
No, nothing to fear but fear itself. No.
No. I'm thinking of not ask what your country can do for you, but
that's what you were thinking of. Yeah. That would be John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Great. Don't ask what your great administrator can do for you, what you can do for your great administrator. Love John Kennedy. All right, so that's that. Now, things to look forward to. Talked to Do a couple days ago, and he is going to announce the Virginia team at some point. Maybe this week, he said. I think midweek. We'll let everyone know, and we'll hopefully get on here with him, and we can announce these rosters. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
You and I have a show coming up. And this will be our last show, more than likely, of the year, where we do a kind of an awards. Everyone has their banquets. We're doing our banquet. Maybe we should dress up for that one, Mason.
Yeah.
We'll do
at that point, no, we won't be on vacation yet. We'll be almost on vacation.
Almost on vacation. We'll do our banquet.
Yeah.
Our awards banquets, and where we give players of the year in the conferences, coaches of the year, and we're going to add a new one. You and I were just talking about it, adding the assistant coaches of the year.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, just some guys that we thought that brought a little oomph to some of their teams, maybe some OCs, some DCs, guys like that. It'll be fun, and that will be our last. That'll be our last show of the year, the award show, and we'll take some time off, some much needed rest.
Yeah.
R&R for you and I.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of football. I think we talked about you and I kept on talking about the amount of football games I've seen this year is,
they're all kind of
blurring together.
They're running into each other.
Yeah,
they are running into each other. So here we are at the end, buddy. At the end.
And if anybody has any suggestions on who we should nominate for players of the year in the district, or coaches of the year, or assistant coaches of the year, drop us a DM or hit us up on the socials, right?
Yeah, let us know.
Subscribe. Right after you subscribe.
After you subscribe.
Then do that.
That's right. We figure the account would be low. I mean, we'll see on a Sunday morning. We know we wouldn't have a ton of people watching today.
No.
We're going to put this out, and that's a live show, but we're going to put it out now on the on all of our socials and Apple and Spotify and all that stuff, and let people kind of enjoy. They can enjoy some Sunday football. Maybe a little 2-hour delay. We're going to officially announce right now, breaking news, that there could be some kind of a delay in the morning. We don't know for sure.
We should issue. So I don't know if they've done this out here before, but the Dodgers used to always do this thing on opening day, and they would make a fake note to give your boss telling you why you're out today for opening day. We'll give everybody a fake note from all Hitches on why you had to come to school late today.
Oh man. So breaking news. Hopefully that everyone sleep in a little bit tomorrow. All the
I thought you were
players-
gonna go with the kid from you had when you were in high school who just gonna make the fake announcement. And
Hall of Fame story.
Yeah.
Morning announcements. Good morning. And school's closed, folks. Go home. That kid was suspended for like 3 days.
So he got 4 days off. He not only got the day off, he got the 4. What? That's smart right there.
Can't beat that. All right, but well, that's it. That's all she wrote. Again, keep an eye out for senior Virginia All-Star team and our final show of the season, the awards show.
Yeah.
And aside from that, that's all she wrote for our season. The season ended with this episode, buddy.
That did. Yeah.
So congrats to everyone.
Yeah.
And Oscar Smith, you were 6A champs.
Yep. Congratulations.
All right. Well, from Dash and Dan and all Hitches, we'll see you guys.